Welcome dimes and cents to today's fascinating journey into the world of rare coins, where small pieces of history can turn into treasures worth unimaginable amounts of money. Imagine holding a simple dime in your hand, a coin that most people overlook or spend without a second thought, yet this very dime could be worth a fortune. Today we are going to explore one of the most astonishing stories in American coin collecting, focusing on the Liberty One dime from the year 2003 with the Denver Mint mark, the 2003 USA Liberty Dime. This coin, which many would assume is just another ordinary piece of loose change, has captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world because certain examples have been valued at an astounding $104.5 million in the current market. Yes, you heard that right, a coin with a face value of only 10 cents can actually be worth more than the most luxurious mansions, supercars, or even priceless works of art. The story of this coin begins in the early 2000s when the United States Mint continued its proud tradition of producing dimes with the familiar portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, first introduced in 1946 to honor him shortly after his passing. The dime has long been one of the most used coins in American circulation, and because billions were produced, people rarely stop to think that some of these coins carry secrets, rare features, and errors that make them worth a king's ransom. The 2003 Liberty Dime is one such example, and its journey from a common piece of pocket change to a legendary collectible is truly remarkable. To understand why this coin has reached such staggering values, we need to look at both its history and the unique conditions that make certain examples incredibly rare. In 2003, the Denver Mint was responsible for producing a large portion of circulating coinage, including dimes. Millions of them rolled off the presses, and most were perfectly ordinary. But among those millions there were a handful that carried minting errors, die variations, and unique characteristics that set them apart. When coin collectors discovered these anomalies, the demand for these rare examples skyrocketed. It is not just about owning a dime, it is about owning a piece of history, a piece that tells a story of American craftsmanship, errors, rarity, and value. One of the most compelling reasons why the 2003 Liberty Dime has become so valuable is the scarcity of its error versions. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or unique mint mark placements are highly sought after because they represent accidents that slipped through the meticulous quality controls of the mint. Instead of being discarded, these few special coins made their way into circulation and eventually into the hands of lucky individuals who often didn't realize their worth until years later. Imagine finding a coin like this in your change jar, in an old drawer, or even in a coin roll from the bank. For some, what started as a casual discovery turned into a life-changing fortune. Beyond the errors and minting quirks, the sheer historical significance of this dime adds to its prestige. The early 2000s were a period of economic change, technological advancement, and global transformation. Coins minted during these years symbolize more than just currency. They represent a snapshot of American life and culture. To collectors, each coin tells a story, and when rarity is combined with history, value increases exponentially. That is why the 2003 Liberty Dime has become more than just a collectible, it has become a legendary artifact in numismatic circles. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent decades. Collectors and investors around the world are willing to pay astronomical sums for coins that are not just rare but also in pristine condition. A coin graded at the highest levels by professional services, showing no signs of wear and maintaining its original mint luster, is worth far more than one that has been circulated. This is exactly why certain examples of the 2003 Liberty Dime have fetched record-breaking prices, leading to the current estimated market value of $104.5 million for the most extraordinary specimens. When we look at this coin, we are reminded of how value is not always tied to size or face worth. A dime is small, thin, and often overlooked, yet it can hold a fortune within its tiny design. Collectors treasure the details: the portrait of Roosevelt, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Every tiny detail of this coin carries weight, history, and artistry. In the case of the 2003 D dime, those details are magnified by rarity, making it one of the most extraordinary finds in coin collecting history. For coin enthusiasts, the story of this dime also teaches us a valuable lesson: never underestimate the power of what seems ordinary. A coin that most people would spend without hesitation could be the very same coin that secures generational wealth. This is why collectors carefully examine their change, inspect every mint mark, and research the history of every coin they find. The 2003 D Liberty dime stands as proof that treasures are hidden in plain sight. Think for a moment about what $104.5 million means. That is the value of skyscrapers, private islands, or fleets of luxury vehicles. And yet that immense value can be condensed into a coin that weighs just a few grams and fits comfortably in the palm of your hand. This contrast is what makes numismatics, the study and collection of coins, so thrilling. It is not only about history but also about discovery, surprise, and the chance to uncover something extraordinary where no one else thought to look. Collectors and historians alike consider the 2003 D Liberty dime a masterpiece of rarity. It serves as a bridge between everyday life and extraordinary fortune. It reminds us that history is not confined to books or museums. It exists in the smallest details of the objects we use daily. Every coin carries a journey, and the journey of the 2003 D dime is one of the most captivating of them all. So, the next time you receive change from a store, the next time you open the dusty box of coins kept for years, or the next time you simply glance at the coins lying forgotten on a dresser, remember the story of the 2003 D Liberty dime. Remember that the smallest coin might hold the biggest secret, and the dime you dismiss today could be the fortune that changes everything tomorrow. This is the magic of coin collecting, and this is why the 2003 D Liberty dime has become one of the most legendary treasures in American history, valued at an unbelievable $104.5 million in today's market. A tiny piece of metal, a symbol of liberty, and a story that proves extraordinary things can be hidden in the most ordinary places.